What's up, everybody? It is your boy Victor Freeze, and welcome to my personal favorite segment of the show, Relationship Time. Now, I like talking about relationships because I've been in a lot of them, and a lot of them haven't ended up well. So, I like to tell everybody else how to get their life as fucked up as mine. So, today, I'm going to lead this off with a little story that goes into our topic. So, today, I'm going to tell you a story. Story today is middle school. The only thing I could think about was having sex. That was the main goal in life, was to have sex. And much like today, it didn't happen. So I had this friend. She was a female friend. She immediately told me that sex wasn't going to happen, so that was out of the picture. But we used to hang out together. And then she told me she was lesbian, and I had no problem with that because she made the best basketball partner. Anyway, so we went to her house one day, we playing video games and shit, and she tells me her friend's coming over. I'm like, sure, fuck it, right? She comes over, and like she has this like fucking like dildo. I'm like, what the fuck is about to happen here? I watched too much porn for this. And she was like, we're about to have a threesome. Nah, she didn't say that. She was like, listen, you said you was a virgin, right? I was like, yeah. And she was like, well, I'm gonna teach you how to have sex. So I learned how to have sex from a lesbian, which makes me perfect at eating pussy. But that leads into our topic for today. Is good sex mandatory to keep a good relationship? It's a tough question. Tough question indeed. I want everyone to put their answers in the description or whatever you put this shit at. I don't care. But me personally, I've heard lots of stories from lots of girls that I've dated that have cheated on me. And to be real, their dicks weren't as big as mine. I've seen them in the act. They're not as big as mine. I don't know why I was looking. I think that's where every guy looks when they first get cheated on. Like, they come into the room, what the fuck is happening? They look right at the dude's dick just to make sure. Just to make sure if it's physical or emotional. Now, usually if it's bigger, it's fucking physical. But if it's smaller, it's emotional. So like, I walked in, and most of the time it's smaller. So I'm like, what do you got that I don't got, man? What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this fucking munchkin guy on Victor fucking Freeze? But that was more emotional than physical because they quoted that I'm a narcissistic, egotistical asshole. Which that's some mean stuff to say. I mean, they're right, but it's mean stuff to say. And I'm not like that. I'm not like that with girls. I'm not like that with girls. So I knew they was bullshit. But you know, I'm usually like very loving and caring of any girl that I date. Usually to a fault. Cause you know, girls like niggas that fuck them over and shit. I'm going into my rant. Fuck that. So, is good sex mandatory for a good relationship? No, because there's girls that date dudes with a micro penis. Now listen, they may give the best head in eternity, but head will only get you out of so many arguments. That, you know, that literally works, guys. Guys, if you're watching this, if a girl's like yelling at you like, man, why you don't just be like, yo, you know, lay her down like baby boy. Yo, let me eat you out. Just shut the fuck up. And guess what? If you do it well enough, they won't shut the fuck up, but you'll love what's coming out of her mouth more than the fucking yelling. So shit. I think, in my personal experience, the Freeze clan gets it done. You have to do something, right? You have to do something right. You don't have to be the best at sex. You don't have to be fucking a porn star at sex for her to love you. Like, don't think that's the case. Because there's many dudes that are just okay in bed, but now you have an emotional connection, and she's not gonna cheat on you, so fuck it, it's fine. But like, when you that first initial, like 2 months or 3 months into the relationship, you got to do something, cause girls are cheating out here. The reason I say girls are cheating, they're not cheating with dudes, they're cheating with dildos. And listen, they have dildos that do a Sonic the Hedgehog fucking ball roll into their vagina and shit. That's unfair. Girl, stop using that shit. How are you gonna use a vagina that's crafted from a horse? How am I supposed to compete with a fucking horse dick? You wonder why there's so much horse porn going around. Because girls use them horse dildos and shit. I literally saw a dildo the other day that corkscrewed up a girl's pussy. And like, what the fuck is that? What the fuck am I supposed to do? Like, that's like taking PEDs and you play football. Like, how am I supposed to compete? So, girls, stop using that shit. But girls will either do you two ways. They'll either use a dildo or they'll use another dude. And me personally, I don't want them using anything. I want it to be just me. I'm getting it done. I don't know what that feels like, but listen, let's not worry about me right now. Let's worry about y'all. It's relationship time. It's for y'all. It's not for me. I already fucked my life up. So, I think, you know, for that first initial meeting, this is when the advice comes in. The advice of the guru. Call me Guru Freeze. So, wait, no, Super Guru Freeze. So, Super Guru Freeze tells you in the first initial parts of the relationship, you have to know what type of girl you're dealing with. If your girl has a bigger sexual appetite than you know you have to put it down in the bedroom. Because 9 times out of 10, she's either had an experience where some guy like turned her out and turned her from the Virgin Mary to the fucking freak in the sheets. Not saying that she's a hoe. She might be, but I'm not saying that she's a hoe. I'm just saying she knows a lot of stuff, and you gotta bring it. If your girl is, you know, kind of don't know what's going on or whatever, you can kind of be lax. Like, you can be average and get the job done. You know what I'm saying? You can make it, you know, you can make her come a couple times. And you gotta make a girl orgasm, guys. I think that's the main thing when girls say the sex isn't like amazing, because 70% of girls don't come. Now, usually that's in the white kind of demographic. I ain't never heard of no black dude not making a girl come. I'm pretty sure it's happened, but I've never heard of it as of yet. So you gotta make a girl come. Like, if you make a girl come, that's it. She's yours for the time being. Now, if she meets a guy that can make her come more, then you gotta be a good dude. I don't know what to tell you after that. That's another relationship time. Like, you gotta do something. You can't, and you also, like, if your girl wants, if you gotta, this is where you gotta know your girl comes in. Because if your girl is very artistic, like, not autistic, holy shit, that sounded bad. Art, like, she's very artsy. Like, she comes up with different things, or if she's really smart, she's probably gonna want you to switch things up. Like, she's not, girls rarely initiate shit. You gotta initiate shit, cause you're the dude. You gotta know this shit, right? Right, guys? Right? So you gotta switch things up. You can't just be missionary sex. Like, you do missionary sex once too much, and she's gonna look for a dude that does doggy style. And guess what? He knows doggy style. He knows a lot of other fucking things. You don't want that. You don't want no Jamaican dude dicking down your wife. Or like my family says, you don't want him fucking your wife. You don't want nobody fucking your wife. Or your girlfriend, or your friend, or somebody that you have a connection to. That's weird how guys think like that, but, you know, I've literally heard of chicks be like, listen, I can't be with a guy unless he's 8 inches or over. And I'm like, well, I'm glad I meet that requirement, but why are you so picky? Like, what do you bring to the table? Your pussy better be fucking the gates of fucking heaven to be asking for such a cost. You need a blood sacrifice to ask for such a cost. You are not a 10. What the like? I think only girls that are 10s can ask for such an amount. like if you're anything below a 9.5, you need to ask for like 6 up, not 8 up. You like shorten your shit by 2 inches, 6 up. And then I've heard of girls that's like, I don't care if he's getting bad as long as he treats me right emotionally. And most girls are emotional creatures, and personally, I can't mess with a girl unless I am emotionally attracted to her, or like I'm attracted to her smarts, or it's usually not, you know, like body type or, you know, whatever. I mean, she has to be pretty. Like, I'm not dating no fucking ugly bitches out here. Please don't believe that. Please believe me, guys. You look into my past, that shit is rough. But yeah, you gotta know what your girl likes and what your girl wants. Like, if your girl is like really an emotional person, she's probably not gonna want you. She's probably not gonna expect porn star shit from you. You know, she's probably just gonna expect for you to treat her right. You know what I'm saying? Make her feel good, and then make her orgasm at least once, or at least a half. Go for 3/4. That's a good happy medium. Go for 3/4. If she's that type of chick, go for 3/4, and I promise you, she will make you eggs and grits in the morning. Unless she's white, then you cook. Please, you cook. Don't let her cook at all. Sorry, white girls. I've dated white girls. They can't fucking cook. I don't know what to tell you. But if your girl is very, if your girl is like Jill Scott type of girl, like, you know, the like natural haired, you know, black girls that know what they talking about. Listen, first of all, I've dated a couple girls like that, and it's pretty fun because when y'all get into arguments, it's like the funniest shit. Like, y'all are both super smart. Like, anyone that knows me knows I'm super smart, and when I argue with a girl that's super smart, it's like the funniest shit. I'm like, well, God isn't real because this and this and this, and they're like, man, how can you say God is real because this and this and this? And I'm like, you want to fuck? And she's like, sure. Anyway, so but like, if you're dating like those type of girls, you gotta know what the fuck you are doing. You got to know. If you do not know, guess what? She probably won't break up with you, but she will make all kinds of jokes. Like, if she don't date a girl that has a dark sense of humor and you can't lay down fucking pipe. That would be the worst thing of your life. Oh man, many a jokes is coming your way. But just to close it all out, I think you need to do something good in bed to have a good relationship. Unless you're like a Christian that like wants to wait until marriage. I mean, that's fine, there's nothing wrong with that. But like, if that's not your situation, you gotta know something. You gotta know you have to have a trick or two up your sleeve. Like, you the fucking magician of the year, you fucking Chris Angel, you got a trick or two up your sleeve. You gotta do something. If not, she's gonna use a dildo that Sonic the Hedgehog fucking zzz up her pussy. That's gonna, and now you feeling bad because that makes her come and you don't. But fuck it. You know I like to ramble, man. It's Victor fucking Free.